After driving one of Colorado's best color drives yesterday, we woke to a spectacular view from our friend's house on Mount Crested Butte. The neighbors were up early too to enjoy the view. We headed to downtown for breakfast and then headed out to our favorite drive outside of Crested Butte for some more fall color. There's something about sunny fall days. The air is crisp and the sun feels really nice on your face. Our niece and her husband are still with us. They'll be joining us for a portion of today's ride before they head back to New Mexico. We'll be driving through a ghost town, taking a hike to a waterfall, visiting a picturesque alpine lake, and we'll see more beautiful mountain views with incredible fall colors. Starting on Gothic Road, we'll continue past Mount Crested Butte toward the ghost town of Gothic. Although the road turns to dirt, it's an easy drive for any car. The East River Valley is gorgeous and definitely worth a drive. The town of Gothic started in 1879. Two men grub-staked by a Chicago man discovered the Sylvanite mine. The rush began and soon they were selling 100-pound bags of flour for $7 and a penny per nail. Whiskey ran for as much as $10 a gallon. Given its elevation of 9,500 feet and a harsh environment, most miners retreated to Gunnison for the winter. Gothic's busiest years were between 1880 and 1881. It's estimated that the population reached upward of 1,000 in the 1880 census, but there were reports that the numbers reached 8,000 at its peak. Gothic had a reputation as a lawless frontier town. Racist miners hanged a Chinese man who announced his plans to open a laundry, and one of the town's founders was arrested for murder and escaped twice. But this didn't deter Ulysses S. Grant for touring the mining town. Despite some promising wire silver, the area was lacking good ore, and by the 1890s, everyone had left. That is, except for a local saloon keeper named Garfield Judd, the mayor of Gothic. He liked being known as the man who stayed. In fact, he nailed a sign that hung over the door to his place with that very title. He stayed until his death in 1930. By about the time Judd died, the town was sold for $200 in taxes to the Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratory, who now use the abandoned buildings of the old ghost town as a base for studying high-alpine flora and fauna. Some of the nation's first ecologists studied here. In the winter, only 4 residents remain. Remember the story of Garfield Judd, the man who stayed? Our next destination is named after him, Judd Falls. It's a popular, accessible hike. You can hike from the parking lot for a 2-mile round trip, or if you have a high clearance vehicle with 4-wheel drive, you can drive to the trailhead, making the hike 1-mile round trip. The falls are on the land owned by Rocky Mountain Biological Laboratory. At almost 10,000 feet, my oxygen level has really dropped, and I've already seen the falls, so I sent the hubs with my niece and her husband to forge the trail on their own. I shoved the camera in my niece's hands, and without asking, I should add, I said, "Film." She's a sweetheart and happily obliged. I'm not sure the hubs will behave himself, though, if I'm not there. We've got more fall colors to see and another spot we want to show them before they have to leave us. When you get to a narrow shelf on the road, you can look over the side and see debris from avalanches that frequent this part of the pass. During the early summer, we used to drive through this section with a path cut through the snow. It was incredible to see how they cleared that much snow. Turn left as the road splits, and this short road will take you to a beautiful alpine lake named Emerald Lake. If you're into swimming in the icy waters of snowmelt, this would be the place to do it. If you were to continue on, you'd reach the location of the 1881 town of Schofield. Smaller than Gothic, it once had a mill, hotel, restaurant, and a post office. By 1885, the ores played out and the town was abandoned. There's nothing left of these buildings today. It's amazing how quickly some of these old mining towns came and went. If you were to continue up Schofield Pass, you'd be headed towards the deadliest paths in Colorado. It's a story for another video. Although Ray and Betsy had to drive home, we continued on to see one of central Colorado's most scenic views.
On the road again, like we're leaving with the wind off the coast of Carolina, caught smiling in the mirror. We hold out for tomorrow, swimming deepest rivers, giving then we borrow, but everyone's a winner. Things are looking up, but we'll never touch the ground. I'm better than I've been as long as I got you around. The lives they open up when you let go of the doubt, when you're rolling deep to deep, when you're captive to the sound of oh, oh, honey, don't you let go of me. Oh, oh, honey, this love is wild and free. Cadence of your voice, all the unexpected joys, elevating off your smile, laughing with me like a child. Every minute is a light, showing us there's more to life. Open hands, arms open wide, choosing to enjoy the ride. Things are looking up, but we'll never touch the ground. I'm better than I've been as long as I got you around. Our lives they open up when you let go of the doubt, when you're rolling deep to deep, when you're captive to the sound of oh, oh, honey, don't you let go of me. Oh, oh, honey, this love is wild and free. Oh, honey, don't you let go of me. Oh, honey, this love is wild and free.
From here, you'll start to see some spots for camping as you come down off the pass, and you'll pass the location of the old mining ghost town of Pittsburg. Although referred to as a ghost town like Schofield, none of the original buildings remain. The buildings you'll see here are summer vacation homes. You won't be able to pull off since this is private land. Join us next week as we finish our fall color trip and return home over Ohio Creek Pass. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow.
I gave my handyman a list of jobs to do, but he only did the first, the third, and the fifth job on the list. Turns out he only does odd jobs.